Video content is powerful. Consumers love video. Search engines love video. And the targeting that you can do with YouTube is absolutely unmatched since it's owned by Google. So why should your dealership be using this platform? Well, massive numbers of potential buyers, lots of time spent online, not much competition at all, and right now it's really, really inexpensive. Hey, thanks for checking out this episode of On Target. This is the place where we discuss tips, tactics, and strategies that will help improve the results you get from your automotive ad program. This video is going to actually discuss why and how you should be advertising your dealership on YouTube. So let's get started. Now, before you begin creating your first campaign, I think it's really important to understand each type of YouTube ad that's even available. That way, you will be able to tailor your ad for the format that you plan on using. So let's get to know each of them. Right now, there are 6 different main types of YouTube ads. The most popular is the Trueview ad. This is the ad that can be skipped. Next, there is the non-skippable in-stream ad. Now the list continues with bumper ads, sponsored card ads, overlay ads, and finally, display ads. Now, even though there are 6 different ad formats available, we have seen the best results for automotive advertisers if you focus on 2 types of the ads: the skippable Trueview ad and its cousin, the non-skippable in-stream ad. So let's get started with the skippable Trueview ad. This is the main advertising format on YouTube, and for that reason, we are going to cover this type in a little more detail than some of the others. Trueview ads give the viewers the most control over the ads that they actually see. Now, because of this, Google reports that 8 out of 10 viewers prefer Trueview ads to the other in-stream video formats. And when potential customers say that they actually prefer this ad format, that is why this is the ad format I recommend you use the most. Now, while a lot of dealers say people just skip over the ads, I would advise you to learn to love when people skip, and here's why. The only time you actually pay for the ad is when someone watches it for at least 30 seconds, watches the entire ad if it's shorter than 30 seconds, or interacts with the ad in any way, like clicking on the call to action and heading over to your website to take a look at what it is that you offer. And because viewers can select the ads that they want to watch and skip over the ones that they don't, you actually save a lot of money by reaching an audience that's actually interested in what it is that you have to offer. Now, there are 2 main types of Trueview ads. There are in-stream ads and discovery ads. So let's take a closer look at each one of these. First up, Trueview in-stream ads. These are the ads that play before a viewer's chosen video. Now, I know you have seen these. You're searching for something, an ad gets served before the video that you want to watch, and you can't wait until you get to hit that skip button. These are the ads that have a small countdown timer and a link back to the website with a button on the bottom of the screen. What's more, Trueview in-stream ads have a companion banner ad that's actually displayed up in the right-hand corner sidebar above the suggested video list. Now, you are able to customize Trueview in-stream ads with calls to action and text overlay. I love this format as you, the dealer, get the video, you get the companion banner, and you have the ability of customizing the ad with specific call to actions. And again, if they don't watch, you don't pay. Next up, let's talk about the Trueview Discovery Ads. Now, these are the ads that appear within a YouTube search result and up in the sidebar of watch pages above suggested videos. These ads consist of an image, thumbnail, and up to 3 lines of text. If someone clicks on that discovery ad, that's going to take them to the YouTube watch page or your channel page so they can actually watch the viewer. Now, like the name implies, these ads are great as a low-cost way to get people to discover you and your dealership. And just like the in-stream ads that we just spoke about, you don't pay unless the viewer actually watches the video or interacts with your ad. Now, just for kicks, go and ask your TV rep or your cable rep if they have an option where you only have to pay if someone watches your ad in its completely or hits on one of your call to action tabs. I'm pretty sure you already know the answer to that one. Next up, Let's talk about the non-skippable in-stream ad. Now these ads are essentially the same as a Trueview ad, except, as the name would imply, viewers cannot skip these. Now the downside of this format is this. It is common knowledge that non-skippable ads are very unpopular on the platform. For that reason, YouTube actually dictates that these ads must be a lot shorter in length, 15 seconds to be exact. And while the click-through rate of these ads will be a lot lower than the skippable ads, these are still proving to be an incredibly affordable brand builder. You can hyper-target these ads to in-market buyers, and they will have to watch your video. And these are still incredibly inexpensive ads for you to run. A lot less than running ads on TV, cable, OTT, or streaming. This is why this is something that I believe you should consider. Well, now that we've discussed the different ad formats and how they work, let's build a YouTube advertising campaign. Now, before you actually launch your campaign, you are going to need to do three things. First, you're going to actually need a YouTube channel for your dealership. You're going to need a Google Ads account, and of course, you are going to actually need a video that you will use as your ad. Now, I am assuming that you already have a YouTube channel for your dealership. If not, it is really easy to set it up. And just another pointer about your channel, make sure your channel is set up as a brand account, not a personal account. You know, I've seen this to happen hundreds of times. A sales rep, a BDC staff member sets up a channel, but they set it up under their own personal name. They leave your dealership. Guess what? Your channel and all that content belongs to them. Now, the way to avoid this is by making sure your channel is what's called a brand account. Next up, open up your Google Ads account, look for that large blue plus icon, and create a new campaign. Click on that and just start following the steps for building out a campaign. Now, one of the first decisions you are going to have to make is picking a goal for the campaign. Now, for video ads, the three goals that are working the best right now for automotive are website traffic, brand consideration, and brand awareness. Now, my personal favorite is website traffic. Now, if you're new, I would recommend starting with this goal. Once you pick that goal, Google is going to make it really easy for you just to set up the campaign. You just start filling in the blocks as you go along. Set your budget. Choose your start and end dates. You can even pick particular days and times that you want your ads to run. Now, one area that you are going to want to pay really close attention to is the location. You can target cities, states, a radius around your dealership. You can target competing dealers wherever you want your ads to run. My recommendation is to start small, maybe a 15-20 mile radius around your dealership, and then adjust it from there. Now, one area that you're going to spend most of your time with is in the targeting section. This is where you get to pick the people who you want to reach with your video ads. You get to choose basic demographics like age, income, gender, stage of life, home ownership, renter, things like that. Once you choose your demographic targets, you will get to dive in a lot deeper by choosing actual audiences. These are the selections relating to in-market audiences, what they're shopping for, what their interests are, and what people have said they are interested in. You can even target competitor websites and their channels. Now, in time, you'll actually be able to build custom audiences and target those viewers as well. My advice: start by loading up your targeting truck with autos and vehicles for what they have found they are interested in, and then adding in all the in-market audiences that make sense after that. This is going to cast a really wide net and target those who are interested in autos and vehicles, and then you can start filtering out your ads to only those who are actually in market. Again, Google makes all this pretty easy. If you're not even sure whom to target, just start typing in a particular market audience and Google will do its magic and provide you with a lot of possible targets. Choose the targets that make sense for you and your dealership and forget about all the others. Now, once you've selected your targets, it is time to actually go out and build your ad. This is why you are going to need a YouTube channel, as this is where Google is actually going to pull the video ad from and deliver it to all those YouTubers that you just targeted. And finally, You're going to need to make sure to add in the URL that you actually want to send people to. You will then want to add in the call to action, and you get to create a headline for your ad. Now, once you complete all this, you'll get to review all your settings, and if it looks good, you just click on Continue to the Campaign, and congratulations, you have just set up your first YouTube advertising campaign. You know, just like any other digital or social media campaign, you are going to want to monitor and adjust this campaign as needed. One of the great things about a YouTube campaign is the ability to make changes while the campaign is actually running. You can add in new targets. You can delete targets that aren't responding. You can add in geographic targets. You can run split campaigns and test which format is actually delivering the best results. Now, you are not going to master this on day one, but the learning curve is a lot shorter than a lot of the other digital and social platforms that are out there. So there you have it, how to run a hyper-targeted YouTube campaign. Just remember, YouTube is a great platform for you to let your personality shine. You know, people still buy from people. And in my opinion, YouTube is one of the best platforms for potential customers to get to know you, like you, and trust you. So get creative, show your human side of the dealership, and have some fun. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you have any questions or comments at all, do not hesitate to reach out. My team and I would be thrilled and honored to have a conversation with you and your dealership. And if you did like the content, please go ahead and consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that notification bell up in the corner and you will get a heads up the next time we publish an automotive marketing video. Until next time, I wish you and your staff good selling.